Russ Antler at the Comcast Center for the first game of a big weekend of high school basketball, the Maryland State playoffs, and the 3A semifinal, BCC against Largo. When you look at the Largo scoring this year, they opened the season scoring 101 points in their first two games. They had 12 games where they scored more than 80. They had 6 games where they scored more than 90. They only have 46 points in 3 quarters here, but they do lead the game by 1. BCC in a zone defense. Into the lane, a drive, a shot, and a miss by Coulter. Put back, it is also short. Rebounding, loose ball. Shot put up by Martin, is batted away. Another shot up, it's short. BCC controls the ball. Herrera picked up the loose ball. Driving is Cooley. Still driving. Pass down low to Gregg. And now up high to Koenig. Koenig puts up a shot. It is short.
And it's another BCC
Actually,
turnover.
It was a pass. A turnover by the Barons. Quickly down court go the Lions. 3-point shot by Martin is short. Rebound goes to John Gregg.
Not a good shot by Largo. They just came down and took the first shot available. Not what you want in this type of situation.
And now slowing the pace down is Cooley. Just into the game, Tyler Henry. He takes the pass and takes a shot. Rebound Largo. Pollard. Up top, a drive. Partially defected shot. On the shot by Kwame Morgan. BCC with the ball.
And Cooley does not have any help, but now he's able to find his teammate.
Pass in the paint, down low by Koenig. Shot up and a score. John Gregg puts the Barons up by 1, 47-46.
Gregg broke free underneath. Koenig found him, and the Barons have taken the lead.
That time the Largo pressure was effective up top, and it didn't collapse when the pass went down low. Barons the lead by 1, slicing into the lane, and drawing a foul is Coulter.
Well, I tell you, Coulter had no place to go there, but he was very fortunate as he got bailed out by the ref, and now he'll go to the line shooting 2.
The foul is on Jordan Herrera.
And actually, it's a non-shooting foul, Steve. So Largo will simply take the ball out underneath baseline front court to trigger the next play with 6:17 remaining here in the fourth period.
Pearson back into the game for the Barons. He and his 19 points. Inbound pass to Coulter. Coulter right side of the key. Over to Pollard. And now it's around back to Coulter again. Coulter driving, shooting. Shot is off its mark. Rebound, controlled by Pearson. Just back into the game. He takes control of the board. Gives the ball to BCC. Down court is Herrera. He with the 3 fouls. Driving in the lane. A drive, but it is being waved off. The foul was committed before the drive.
And that will be a 1-and-1, sending Herrera to the line for the Barons. That was a rather wild shot by Coulter on the last possession. And that was a low percentage shot, but that appears to be the way that Largo's going to play. Just wing it and hope for the best. You know, if that's the style they've been playing all season, it's kind of hard to change now.
Barons lead by 1. Herrera trying to expand that lead and send his team to the 3A final. Herrera's shot misses. And the ball is not
ball
controlled
looked like
by
it might have been off Sutton, but the official's right there, and he gives the ball to the Largo Lions.
He said that Pearson knocked the ball out of bounds to the Lions, trailing by 1. Bringing the ball down court, Coulter over to Pollard. That tandem has worked all day today on the offense. Pollard up top, right side, wing to Coulter.
Largo's leading scorer, Kwame Brown, averaging 29 a game, has been limited to 10 points in this game so far, Steve.
3-point shot is missed. Herrera on the board. Herrera, the 6th man, controls that rebound. Cooley driving in the lane. Layup up. Missed. Put back by Pearson. 21 points for Pearson. Right back is Largo.
Oh!
Even though that foul had been committed before Pearson blocked the shot, he sent the message by saying, "Don't come in here. That's my house."
Pearson fly swatted that ball out of bounds. They used to call players like that the human eraser.
Pollard at the line. His first shot Misses. It's a two-shot foul.
Two-shot foul.
Pearson over there saying to his BCC friends in the stands, let's hear it. BCC up and jumping. Pearson, who will go to Ohio University this year, nodding his head and smiling. He feels like it's going to go to the BCC Barons' way. He grabs the rebound on that missed free throw. Two consecutive misses, and now a pass down court to Darren Smith. Smith, pass to Koenig, and now Koenig smartly brings it back out on top. Three-point shot up. It's the top of the backboard, but a rebound by Herrera.
The ball went off the top of the glass, and Herrera was there.
5-point lead for the Barons, their biggest lead of the game. Coulter driving, and he's fouled.
And once again, Coulter is bailed out. Maurice Pearson, 21 points, 10 rebounds. It's a double-double. And without question, this has to be his best game of the year.
Let's point out once again, Largo, 8 points in the third period. That's all they have in the second half. They have failed to score in the fourth period. Pollard. And there's their first points of the period.
And Pollard gets a lucky bounce as his foul shot was short, but somehow had enough mustard on it to trickle over the rim and in.
51-47, trying to pull his team to within 3. Up and good. 51-48, 4:51 to go.
The first 2 points of the period for Largo.
Pressure coming from the Lions again. That has been very effective so far, forcing 18 turnovers by the Barons. Cooley gets the ball across mid-stripe. Working one-on-one. A reach in and a foul. The foul is on Desmond Wade. That's Wade's. He's actually going to be out of the game. That's his 5th foul. Wade is out of the game.
And that is not the type of play that Coach Lewis Howard would like. You don't take a chance like that with 4 fouls on a play 30 feet from the basket. And not only that, you've sent Austin Cooley to the line for 2 foul shots because that's the 10th team foul on the Largo Lions.
Into the game for the Lions, replacing Wade is Antoine Perry, 6'1" senior.
Well, as I said earlier, Steve, this game very well may come down to who can make their shots at the foul line. And right now, it's in the hands of Austin Cooley, and he'll go to line for 2.
There's an official timeout, a full timeout. We want to remind you, again, the winner of this game advances to the 3A final. You can order a DVD of this game by going to
VOLI.com.
No, VOLIsports.com. You've been not paying attention all year.
Oh, please.
You can also get a copy of all this season's highlights from VOLI Sports for the entire year, hearing yours truly and Russ Antler. And, of course, get this DVD and all the state championship games. Let's repeat that. Russ, where can you get a DVD?
VOLIsports.com.
Steve Thompson has set the instructions for his Barons. The third-year coach has a 57-18 record. He brought his team to the finals 2 years ago in 2005.
Only to lose a heartbreaking championship game in overtime to the Randallstown Rams. And so they're back again, trying to atone for what happened 2 years ago.
Cooley's first shot hits the front of the rim. It's a two-shot foul. Two-shot foul. BCC won state championships in 1959 and 1984. The 84 team was coached by Bill Wright, who is the current baseball coach at BCC.
Think he'd like to be back on the sidelines for this one?
Second shot, good. BCC leads by 4.
And that's possibly their biggest lead of the game.
No, they actually led by 5 at one point. It's a good lead for them, but there's plenty of time to go. 4:32 in the fourth period.
Now let's see how patient Largo is and whether or not they can keep their composure and not get frustrated.
Coulter, 3-point shot, short, rebound. That's his 11th board of the game. Pearson with the ball. Down low, the pass goes to Greg. Shot rejected. And now with the ball, Antoine Perry just into the game. Pollard over to Coulter. Around to Pollard, top of the key, fakes the 3. Over to Coulter, driving, baseline, loses the ball, out of bounds. BCC's ball.
Things are not going well for Largo at this point. in 4 minutes and 4 seconds. They have 2 points here in the fourth period.
Cooley with the ball. Largo averaging 88 points a game, only has 48 for the game. Cooley being trapped, over to Smith. Smith, the three-point shot, good! BCC goes up by 7, 55-48.
Darren Smith has given the Barons their biggest lead of the game, and the BCC fans are going wild.
Pass inside, a drive, Maurice Sutton back outside to Coulter, corrects to make that Pollard, he puts up a shot, and it's fouled.
And that will be it looked to me like it might have been a foul on the floor. It is a blocking foul, but it's going to be a 2-shot foul for Largo.
Foul is on Nate Koenig. That's just his second foul. That is the 7th foul for the Barons in the second half. It's a 2-shot foul. So both teams will be going the line on all future fouls for the remainder of the game. First attempt is good. Kevin Pollard makes the score 55-49. BCC still up, 3:24 to go.
Jordan Herrera comes back into the game for the Barons, but he's got to be careful because he's got 4 fouls. He's been a key player as the 6th man off the bench for the Barons today.
Pollard up, in and out, rebound. BCC on the rebound, shot, and a score by Maurice Sutton. Cooley now racing down, 55-51. The ball is knocked away, but there's a foul. Ball was knocked away.
Largo is playing high-risk basketball right now, reaching, trying to get every steal they can.
That's Coulter's first foul of the game. He has 15 points.
If BCC can make their foul shots, that's going to really put Largo in a difficult situation.
Cooley at the line. His shot is up, off its mark. Cooley with 6 points. BCC up by 4, 3:12 to go.
There's
shot.
Eternity left in this game, Steve. An eternity of time left.
Second shot is good, 56-51. Barons up by 5. Coulter, Cooley bringing the ball down court. There's no panic in his eyes. Over to Martin. Now Coulter, driving, he's shut off. Perry with the ball, back to Coulter. 3-point shot up, good! 56-54.
Coulter shows no fear as he drains the long-range
18
three.
points by Coulter.
And a travel on Cooley as Sutton smartly stepped into the dribbling lane and Cooley didn't see him.
Largo gets the ball back, trailing 56-54. An eternity left at 2:43. We've got a great basketball game going on here from the Comcast Center. The winner advancing to the 3A final. And there's a steal by Cooley, driving to the hoop, the layup, off its mark. Pearson on the rebound and a score.
Cooley missed the breakaway, but Pearson was there to save his bacon to give the Barons a 4-point lead.
BCC had 3 players down. Alley-oop pass knocked away. Knocked away by Grant. Pearson picks up the loose ball. BCC up by 4. Smith. Down low, the drive by Pearson. Baseline and a foul.
And it looks like it's an intentional foul or a flagrant foul, which will allow BCC to go to the foul line and retain possession after the foul shots.
The foul is called on Maurice Sutton. That's his 4th foul.
And I'd have to say, Steve, that was probably a frustration foul because there was no reason to do that other than I'm going to do what I want to do.
A frustration foul because he averages 29 points a game, but he has 4 fouls and just 6 points. Pearson, up and good. He turns around, smiles at his teammates.
And the BCC faithful can feel it. 2:08 to go, 5-point lead.
Maurice Pearson, who signed to play at Ohio University next year, his second shot is good. The 6'8" senior connects on both, 60-54. Is that a commanding lead? We'll find out. BCC retains possession on the intentional foul.
Well, now it's a foul shooting contest because BCC does not have to shoot. There is no shot clock, and the only way that Largo can stop the clock is to steal or foul.
And a great steal attempt. Actually, it was successful. Kevin Pollard dived into the mix, stole the ball, leaped into the air, and threw it off the foot of a BCC player.
That's an unbelievable turnaround for the Largo Lions.
Maurice Coulter to Pollard. BCC in a zone. Coulter, the three-point shot, high arcing shot, off its mark, rebounded by Smith. He loses the ball, gets it back, saves it, and now it's tied up, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing towards BCC.
BCC has the possession on the held ball. Great play by Darren Smith to recover that ball somehow, and in deep trouble, he was able to slide the ball to one of his teammates as he lined prone on the ground.
The blue and gold clad fans from the BCC rooting their team on. Cooley, and now to Smith. Smith back to Cooley. Big trap, back over to Smith. He fakes the three. Cross-court pass to Herrera. Herrera driving, shooting, scoring!
Jordan Herrera!
8-point lead, biggest of the game so far for the Barons.
That could be the dagger that does it, Steve.
Coulter to Pollard. Three-point shot is off its mark. Rebound to Coulter in the lane. Driving, putting up a shot and a whistle. Coulter coming in from his position high above the arc to get that loose ball, and he's fouled. No fear in his eyes.
No fear in his eyes. I'm just really surprised that for the bulk of this game, Largo has not gone to their leading scorer, Kwame Morgan. As he has been held to 12 points when he has a season game average of 29. The Barons have held him to 12, but just as much, the Lions have not put the ball in his hands. They've been content to let Coulter carry the offensive load.
Largo has just 16 points in the second half. They average 88 points a game. In fact, their 5 starters average in double figures. Not tonight against the zone of the BCC Barons, and they have shut the Lions down, leading 62-54. That's the kind of game the Barons needed to win and advance to the finals, and they're getting it with Pearson leading the way.
Pearson.
When we come back, it'll be 1:13 to go.
13 rebounds. That are some great numbers. I should say, those are some great numbers.
The Lions coming back out to the free throw line. They'll await the Barons. At the free throw line will be Maurice Coulter.
And if you look over at the Largo bench, you can see the looks on their players that most of them are finally realizing that this may be the end of the line. But we still got 1:13 to go.
The free shooting Largo Lions have plenty of time if they connect on their free throws. 62-55. And if they continue that harassing defense and get the turnovers and come down and score, they can score very quickly. The second shot, it is good.
Largo needs to score every time they touch the ball now, Steve.
62-56, 1:13 to go. Inbounds pass goes to Cooley. And he's tied up as a whistle on Kwame Morgan.
Well, once again, Cooley's going to go to the foul line. Hasn't really had a good day shooting at the foul line. But now he'll have 2 more with 1:11 remaining and a 6-point lead.
Cooley gets the ball. His team leads by 6. Cooley shoots the free throw. And the Barons are up by 7. The cool hands of Austin Cooley will now shoot the second free throw. It's on its way. It's good.
And Cooley gets 2 foul shots when the Barons needed them most.
Up by it again go the Barons. Here comes Coulter. Almost a steal by Cooley. 3-point shot on his way. Off its mark by Antoine Perry. Ball is controlled by Cooley and Barons. He comes down court. Slam dunk and another intentional foul. Austin Cooley scores for the Barons, giving them a 10-point lead.
Steve, the refrigerator door is closed. The lights are out. The eggs are getting hard. The butter's getting hard. The eggs are cooling. And the jello's jiggling.
In other words, BCC is on its way to the state final. The officials are talking it over. That is Chris Kakania and Rodney Harris right next to Austin Cooley talking about the intentional foul. They're counting the basket. That makes it 66-56. 59.6 seconds left to go in the game. Cooley will shoot two. The first one is on the foul on the shot, and the second one is the bonus coming from the intentional foul. And that is Largo's second intentional foul of the game. The shot is good. 67-56.
Steve, Largo's been held to 16 second half points. They score 16 points in most games right after they walk in the door.
BCC has scored 33 points in the second half. And of course, BCC will get the ball leading by 12. Perhaps they will advance. We've got a minute to tell you who will play River Hill Mergenthaler, the winner of that game in the state 3A final. Pearson with the ball to Smith. Down low, shot. It's blocked away, but John Craig is fouled. 50 seconds to go.
BCC was able to work the ball around on that sequence and then find Greg underneath the basket with a mismatch, as Coulter could only foul him.
Largo 24-0 this year, looking at losing their first game of the year.
And the BCC fans yelling overrated.
Greg's first free throw hits the back of the rim and falls away. It's still 68-56, the second shot on his way, and now a 13-point lead, 69-56. Coulter picking up the ball, and now the clock starts. He shoots a three-pointer. He connects, 69-59, and just like that, you know how fast Largo could score and get back in the game.
It's going to be a real mountain for them to make up an additional 10 points in 46.5 seconds, though, Steve.
A four-possession game for the Lions. They need to make some steals on some pressure defense and score quickly. Coulter has 23 points to lead the Lions. 25 points for Pearson to lead the Barons. Pearson with 25 points and well into double figures in rebounds.
13 rebounds, actually 14 rebounds for Pearson, but probably the key rebound or key moment was in that last sequence when he was able to tip the ball away from the Largo players to Cooley, who got the breakaway, the dunk, the foul, the intentional foul, and now the Barons basically broke the game open.
One more time, you can get a copy of this semifinal game by going to
VOLIsports.com.
And of course,
that's right, isn't it?
If this score holds and BCC wins, they will play in the state final, and VOLI Sports will be there to bring you that game as well. Pressure coming from Largo, an inbounds pass. It is knocked away by Pollard. BCC will inbound now from midcourt at 45 seconds to go. Leading by 10, hoping to advance to the state final. Smith bounds to Koenig, and he is tied up. In fact, he had the jersey pulled out of his pants by Maurice Coulter. Shooting two, Nate Koenig. His Barons lead by 10. Wearing one blue long sock and a short white sock.
Interesting style. Everybody's got their own.
Well, he's a sartorial sadist, but he connects on his free throw to give the Barons a 70-59 lead. Second shot, good. 71-59. Coulter with the ball. Over to Kwame Morgan. His shot is off of the mark. Rebound goes to Koenig. Largo gets it back. Controlled by Pearson. He's on a one-on-one breakdown court, spinning into the lane. The ball is tied up, but he's fouled.
Now let's hope he didn't hurt himself there, Steve.
Hopping around on his right foot. Perhaps a slight sprain to the left ankle. BCC doesn't want to see that happen. Perhaps it's tightness in the calf. Pearson will shoot two, leading by 12. Shot, good. A 13-point lead. 72 to 59. 28.9 seconds to go. BCC hoping to have one more visit to Comcast Center. Shot. In and out, rebound. And a putback to Koenig. Rebound by Koenig again, but gets his own shot. And he's hacked on the head by Clevin Pollard. And now Koenig will go back to the line.
Personal foul on the line is number 3, Clevin Pollard. His third.
That's Pollard's third foul. Nate Koenig will shoot two shots. Koenig is only a sophomore, standing 6'3".
And the BCC fans giving the Largo fans the na-na-na, hey-hey, goodbye chant.
Substitution for BCC, number 22, Jonathan.
73-59.
And Maurice Pearson leaves the game for the Barons with 26 points and 13 rebounds. A fantastic effort by the Barons' Maurice Pearson.
The BCC faithful standing and applauding their classmates. Tapped on his way. Up. And good. 73-59. Largo operating with just 23 seconds to go. Shot put up by Pollard. In and out. Rebound goes to Paul Schneider into the game for the Barons, but he loses it. Three-point shot hard off the rim and rebounded by Koenig. Koenig, 9 seconds. Koenig down court. Pass and a slam dunk attempt by John Gregg, but he's fouled as he goes into the air. 5.5 seconds and a 15-point lead at 74-59.
And you'd have to say, Steve, considering the fact that BCC leads by 15 here with 5.5 seconds left, this is a stunning defeat for the Largo Lions, who came in 24-0 and ranked number 3 in the Metro DC area.
Largo, averaging 22 points a quarter, has scored only 21 points in the second half. They led 38-35 at halftime, led by 46-45 at the end of 3. They're losing right now 74-59. And now 75-59, biggest lead of the game at 16 points by BCC.
And what we thought was going to be a tight game all the way down to the finish has really turned into a rout for the Barons.
Coulter operating, three-point shot is good. 2 seconds, 1, and that's the final buzzer. The score, BCC 75, Largo 62. The Barons advance to the state championship game for the second time in 3 years.
And they'll be looking for their first championship in 22 years or 23 years on Saturday, Steve. And we'll be here.
Yes, we will. Once again, the final score, BCC 75, Largo 62.